Woo! And we are back with another installment of the #1 rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM. I am your host, Kevin C. Pride. It's a brand new year for me. I don't know about nobody else, but happy birthday to me. Thank you to all my good friends, family members, #1 rated audience, haters, and everybody else that wish me a happy birthday. Thank you so much. I feel so loved, and I love y'all right back. We got a jam-packed program today. Y'all have to excuse us. Y'all know every time I take a break, I come back discombobulated. But we're going to be all right. Definitely appreciate you guys for joining us here once again. On the program today, I've got Kim Wilson. She is a motivational speaker, author, as well as she is a relationship counselor. So we definitely got some stuff to talk to her about today. Also, joining me after that, we have Mr. I'm going to call him JT. All right. I know your name is Jonathan Tilman, but I'm going to call him JT. So we got JT coming up. We're going to be talking a little bit about CBD today. And then lastly, talking about health and humor, we have Cindy Chenier. Did I get it right? Chenier, my bad. I'm sorry, I'm country. I'm from Alabama. It's all right. And comedian Bo P joining us in a very, very short while. Just to get some announcements out of the way, if you're out in the Douglasville area, I still want you to go visit my good friends over at Studio 1211 at 6205 Fairburn Road. Let them know that Kevin Pride sent you. He might even give you a free line up. Here's my personal barber, Melvin Boughton. Once again, that's Studio 1211, right there at 6205 Fairburn Road. And he do some good haircuts. I'm gonna just tell you, he is the man. Now, y'all excuse me, I got way too much going on. My assistant ain't here today. All right. Now,
take a breath, man.
I know, right?
I need
CBD, right? Also, we are still racing to read right here in the city of Atlanta. We have reached 8 million minutes read. So I'm still asking everyone to please go to racetoread.org if you have not done so. And please start logging your minutes now. It's a very simple sign up. And there is no requirements for what you are reading. We just want to see our good folks in Atlanta reading and helping Atlanta become the city that reads. Joining me on the line, she is a motivational speaker. She is a counselor. She is an author. She says she takes it how it comes. Joining me to the program, Miss Kim Wilson.
Hi, Kevin.
How we doing today?
I'm doing well. Everything works, honey. Nothing hurts.
I am having a time over here. I got so much stuff going on today. I need to come see you.
I would tell you immediately to just breathe so that oxygen can get to the brain.
Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background, and then we'll kind of get into some of the things that you're doing now.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been a counselor for over 15 years. And so I know a lot of times when I tell people counselor, they say, what kind? So I treat people that may be dealing with depression, anxiety, grief, relationship issues. Relationship issues are my jam. And the reason why relationship issues are my jam, because there's nowhere we're going to go in life where a relationship doesn't exist. And a lot of times when we get off track, it's usually connected to a relationship or a past relationship with some unresolved feelings, whether it's a relationship with our parents, family members, a neighbor, childhood, friendships, or even a romantic relationship.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I love dealing with relationships.
Now, when you say you deal with relationships, what aspect of that? Are you just kind of helping people to get along? Are you saving marriages? Like, because there's a lot of folks say they're relationship counselors. I'm just trying to get it right for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So now if somebody comes into my office and they want to initiate services, the focus is on what they want to work on. But when I'm doing it on a public forum, like with my podcast or my YouTube show, I'm focusing on personal and professional relationships, but mainly the relationship with the self, because it is the most important relationship. When we build a healthy relationship with ourselves, it is most helpful in having healthy relationships with others. A lot of times people struggle in relationships because of poor self-esteem, there's a lack of self-confidence, overall poor positive self-concept. And so if you don't see yourself in a healthy way, it's not too far-fetched to feel somebody doesn't love you the way you love them, to feel insecure, to feel suspicious of somebody.
Okay.
And that's because it starts with the self.
So a lot of the problems that you're saying, a lot of the problems that we see in relationships this day and age is a lot of stuff that's kind of stemming from your own mess, not necessarily what your partner may or may not be doing, is what you're saying.
And I just even want to turn that mess. It's because we have not received the message from that mess. We don't understand what the message is.
Okay.
Even if there's a mess going on internally, we haven't taken the time, or we don't even know how to understand that message. And that message could be, there are a lot of negative messages in your head that says you're not good enough. I'm inadequate. I'm different. But not understanding that different is good, honey.
Now, what are some ways that you can start to kind of communicate, or what are some ways that you can get that message a little bit better? Because I know a lot of husbands, and just a lot of couples in general, they have that problem communicating, and your wife is trying to explain something to you, but from a male point of view, we might not be understanding that emotion or understanding that feeling. So how is it we can communicate better, or what are some tactics that we can try to help understand each other a little bit better?
First, we have to understand if we're using communication as a tool or as a weapon.
Wow.
A lot of times people think they are communicating, but they're misusing the best tool in the world, communication, because things are constantly communicating around us, our devices, servers, traffic lights. Okay. A lot of times in relationships, when we communicate, we are fighting to be right, debating, over talking, yelling, name calling, interrupting. All of those are misuses of communication. And whenever we don't listening is a part of communication. Listen with empathy, because empathy helps us to understand. We can't get there. We can't have a successful communication flow. So first, we have to understand our communication styles and patterns, because you can't change anything you're not aware of.
Now, let's talk about it. Let's start right there. Listening with empathy. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because a lot of times what ends up happening, especially if you've been married for a long time, I don't know about y'all, I've been married for 16 years, bro. Like, long time. Okay. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. But no, but seriously, when you've been married for a very long time, that empathy sometimes is a little hard to give, because of the simple fact, things happen over a course of a marriage or a course of a relationship. You start to build that resentment and stuff like that. And then, someone comes to you saying you're having a problem. You think in your head, I'm glad for you. But how do you have that empathy for your partner, or how do you kind of express it, I guess you would say?
Yeah, so even when that part, like you say, if your partner comes to you with a problem and you're already thinking about something. So I want to change that right there. Stop thinking and start listening and get curious. You should be asking questions like, well, what do you mean by that? So you don't leave understanding.
Okay.
And listen for the language that they're giving you, because a lot of times we're not listening, we're hearing and thinking about what we want to say next.
Wow.
Now the person is saying. And then we're not even living in the now, being present. We're thinking about something 2 years ago, 2 weeks ago. Well, before you said this. Oh, well, wait a minute. Think about what I'm saying now. Not even if what I said 2 days ago was a lie. But listen to me now. Get curious. Wow. Curiosity is a tool.
No, I'm not gonna lie. There's been some times that I have been guilty of that. Just wow, that person is talking, and you just catch on to that one word in the conversation. And it's like, oh, okay, hold on, I got something for you. Just wait, you be quiet. But no, what are some tactics that you teach couples in being better listeners? And just kind of working, because a lot of times that listening leads to intimacy, not empathy. But a lot of times that prohibits intimacy when you don't have that good communication as well, right?
Yeah, whenever there was a time when I used to do a lot of couples counseling. I don't do that anymore. Instead, I prefer to do relationship workshops so people can, whomever can sign up. But when I used to do the relationship, when I used to do marital counseling and couples counseling, the biggest thing was listening. I say, well, tell him or tell her what you just heard. And a lot of times people struggle with repeating what the other person is saying. So one of the things is repeating to the other person what you heard them say. I heard you say such and such. And if you got it wrong, the person can say, no, that's not what I said. Here's what I said. Here's what I meant. So that's what I mean by curiosity. Ask questions. So that's the number one thing that you can do. Reflect back to the other person what you heard them say.
Wow. Now, if you were, what do you do if you just cannot get it? Like, is there two people that's just not suited to be together, or is it just y'all are using unsuccessful tactics in your relationship?
Yeah, a lot of people do not come into relationship with relationship skills.
Okay.
Before anybody is anything to you, they are your fellow human being. Sometimes we forget simple things like yes, please, and thank you.
Okay.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard couples, go get me this. Well, hold on, you don't want to put please in front of that? And they start talking to their children like that. And siblings start to treat one another like that. And they're learning these same relationship skills, but they're not skills. These relationship behaviors, poor relationship behaviors, actually. Okay. And so two people, I think even if somebody decided to go their separate ways, they should be able to treat somebody like their fellow human being with kindness. But when there's anger and hurt there, it gets difficult. And then that's when we have custody issues and children become pawns and messengers and stuff like that. That should not be when we are living in a healthy space. So even if two people decided, the relationship is complete, the romantic part is complete.
And the most amazing thing that I found, this stuff really backfires on people. It really does, because the one normally trashing the other parent, typically what ends up happening, the kids find out, they finally see it for themselves, and then it's like, no, you like that, you like that.
Yeah, and it comes from a place of hurt. I mean, it's awful. I think it's always wonderful when two adults can work it out together and you don't have to get a judge involved. When somebody has to mediate because two people aren't able to use their words and relationship skills, one may be a little bit more emotionally mature than the other, and it presents a challenge. So you have to get somebody involved because one of those two people or both are just not able to do that. The relationship skill set is not there.
Wow. Now, do you speak on other relationships, or are you just strictly personally on intimate relationships such as wife, husband?
Yeah, professional relationships as well. A lot of times people are frustrated in life because they don't have what they want.
Okay.
And they stay stuck in positions because they forget how to dream or go after their dream. And I always say that starts with the relationship because you get to move forward on this earth without no apology or explanation. Explanation is a courtesy. So a lot of times in our professional relationships, we forget our worth. So we spend a huge part of our day thinking about what somebody else wants from us, what they need, and we forget about what we want and what we need. We forget to put ourselves on the calendar. We're frustrated. We are afraid. We're afraid if I move to the left, what if I lose my job? What if I lose my income? What if I take a risk and step out and I don't make it? Or what if you do make it?
Oh, yeah.
Because you get to fail forward. Every mistake, every failure gives you information to work towards your success.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And that's a professional relationship level up.
Wow. That's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you did mention in these relationships kind of losing yourself, not taking care of yourself. What do you tell couples about self-care? Because I know a lot of times, especially in the home, when you start talking about, the mother, father role, the traditional, I guess you would say, gender roles within the families and stuff like this, everything was kind of left to mom and this type of thing. So what do you tell couples now about, roles in the home and that self-care element?
Yeah, self-care is all about learning how to use boundaries. Boundaries is a tool that you get to use. I'm always thinking about tools and going through life with your toolkit. I don't suggest leaving home without your toolkit. It's a like a couple of things that stay in my toolkit: boundaries, love, self-care, forgiveness, kindness. That's how I navigate this world because I'm nobody's puppet. You don't have the power to cross your hands and say, "Hey, I want you to get married. I changed my mind. I want you afraid. Boom. I changed my mind. I want you silly. understanding what I like, what I love, what I dislike, what it takes for me to feel at ease and at peace.
Okay.
And I keep myself on the calendar.
You say you keep yourself on the calendar.
I keep myself on the calendar. Sometimes people become so stressed used to doing so many things. Now, if you're in a relationship with somebody and you all have children, when you have a healthy relationship, you're going to be able to listen out for one another's needs and say, hey, babe, I got the kids today. You go and do whatever you need. What you put time blocks around things, and you're going to be able to do that. But if one person is struggled with the characteristic of selfishness, that's going to be a little difficult. So you have to find a way to have that conversation and bring some solution to that, which is why I always say to young people, choose well, choose your partner well.
So say we can't just have a time where we just going there. Look, I need me some me time. Okay, I'm fixing to leave, and I ain't taking any kids. Well, I definitely appreciate you joining the program. If you don't mind, because it is COVID, we know. Since matter of fact, let me just start it in real quick. Since COVID, divorce has skyrocketed. People getting splitting up left and right, and they just can't deal with each other no more. Are you experiencing that in your practice, or?
Actually, 2 weeks ago I had the first person to come back in, but I've been virtual successfully for the past year. But you know what? Before COVID hit, I went virtual in 2015. I had brought in some tools and started seeing people through telehealth. Yeah, since 2015. So it wasn't news to me at all.
Okay.
The only thing that changed is everybody went virtual.
Okay, I got you. Well, are you seeing a lot more couples?
No, I stopped seeing couples a few years ago because one of the reasons why I stopped seeing couples and I prefer to do relationship classes, there's so much work couples needed to do individually.
Okay.
Before doing the couple. And some people were able to do that, but for me as a professional in my own career, I found more joy out of individual space when it comes to more than one person. I find a lot of joy in educating and teaching classes and workshops and all.
Wow. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to come and be a part of one of your workshops. I always want to make myself better. I've done so much to make myself better in business. Now I want to be a better husband. So.
That's good.
I thought I was waiting on some brownie points for that one. I was just saying, most men ain't gonna say that. I hope my wife listening to that. But no, definitely, I thank you so much for joining the program today. And matter of fact, make sure you stay in contact with me, and then we'll have you back on when you have one of your workshops or something like that. And we'll kind of go through it some more.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. We'll be right back after this. Oh my goodness, I'm having every technical difficulty in the book today. Goodness.
This happened.
The laptop just died. The camera falling out.
I'm just going live, and I was like, I think I have 3 people on there. I don't know.
You
Yeah, you got 3 people on there.
3 people.
Yeah, you got 3 people.
Oh my God.
And you can.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Thank you.
So now you're all you just say, oh, she on the radio. Who's now? They can repost and everything.
Oh, okay.
You can save it live and everything when you speak. You can save it so everybody else can watch the replay.
Save it. Okay.
Luckily, all this will keep rolling.
A commercial break.
Yeah, you got a commercial right now, and then when we come back, we're gonna be talking to JT about CBD.
JT is next with the CBD, and Bo Peep is.
You guys are online together.
Yeah, 240 Bo Peep.
Yep.
Or 340.
Oh my goodness.
I put the headphones on or no?
No, you don't need to just talk to each other. It's only when I'm on the radio. When I'm on the phone with somebody.
The tournament is August 30th. And we're going to have loads of fun, loads of laughter, new vendors.
All right, come back.
You gotta be quiet now.
And we are back right here on the #1 rated business show. Thank y'all so much for hanging in there with me today. Lord knows we're having some issues, but we're gonna get through it. Joining me to the program, he said he got something he's gonna calm me down. I hope it's legal. But we're gonna get into it in a second. Joining me right now in studio with me, Mr. Jonathan Tilman, better known as JT.
What's up, man? What's up?
How you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing phenomenal, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful, man. As soon as I can get some power and some adapters, and Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you.
So tell us about you have engaged in the CBD world, and trust me, I have been in it for a while, so I know a lot of the headaches and things that you guys face. Tell me, first of all, let's just give a little education to our listeners. What is CBD? And after that, is it legal or illegal?
All right, cool. I got you, man. Those are great common questions. So what is CBD? Let me just break down the family for you. It's a family reunion. So everybody know Mary Jane.
All right.
Everybody know Mary Jane. Rick Jane got a song about it. All right. But not now another part of the family, not people, people start recognizing it's a little shy, but now she started booming, is Miss Natural.
Okay.
So Mary Jane is marijuana and Miss Natural is hemp. So CBD come from a hemp plant.
Okay.
So with marijuana, Mary Jane got to get you high, get the munchies, and sometimes some people get paranoid.
Okay.
But when it comes to natural, when it comes to Miss Natural, CBD come from hemp, derived from a hemp plant. So they got all the great benefits without the high.
Okay.
So is it legal? Yes, it's legal in all 50 states, so you good.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, a lot of people are starting to get into this industry. Why are you saying, or why do you think this industry has just all of a sudden become so high over the last couple of years?
It's booming, man. It's booming now. It's booming. It's recession proof.
Okay.
Forbes magazine recently just said, hey, in the year 2024, it'll be a $20 billion plus industry.
Wow.
And now that different superstars are getting into it. Like DJ Khaled is recently in the CBD industry. Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
John Legend, a big advocate. Drake is a big advocate of CBD. Wow. Even Ice Cube, the guy, today is a good day guy. You know what I'm saying? He even recommend CBD for his big three basketball league. So CBD is most popular in the whole listing in recession-proof industry. Especially, year 2020, everybody was down, depressed, and everything. Guess what? The CBD industry stay rising, up, especially in e-commerce.
So you needed some of that cuz to deal with 2020. Right?
But look here, a lot more people start ordering CBD, especially e-commerce world. Sales went up 47 plus.
Oh yeah.
In the CBD industry. Why? Top 3 reasons why people use CBD. First number reason, people anxiety and got stressed. They are stressed out.
Okay.
Number 2, people got pain. Your mama and them got pain. Your grandma, everybody got pain. Grandpa. And number 3, people got insomnia. People can't sleep. The reason why they can't sleep because they got a lot of stress.
Okay.
So boom.
Wow. Now, what are you saying? Because I know now it comes in all kind of products. I was in a gas station the other day. They had gummies and pre-rolls. I was like, oh, y'all selling blunts in there? In the gas station? But no, what are some of the biggest sellers and kind of break it down by age group if you don't mind? Because I know the creams. I know it worked. I definitely know the creams and stuff work. But what are some of the biggest sellers in the different age brackets?
Right now, the biggest sellers, especially millennials. Millennials love the gummies, and also love the oils. So the millennials and Generation S and Y, whatever you say, love the oils and gummies. Now the older people, the older generation, they love more going towards more topicals because they need more education. They think you take a drop or take a gummy, you're gonna get high or something.
Okay.
So they more trust factor with the topicals. Most popular right now is just really the oils. The oil and the cream always be the most popular because that's something somebody familiar with.
Now, when you're saying the oils, are you saying like the rub-on oil, or are you talking about like the tinctures?
The tincture.
Like
I'm mostly talking about the tincture. Now they do have rub-on oil, the rub for your pain and massages, but most of the tincture.
Okay.
Most effective. I call that the Lebron James of the whole CBD product because it does everything for you.
Wow. Now, what are some things that people are really using it for? Especially, you ain't got no stress. How old are you? Like 20?
Yeah, man. I'm 20. I'm 26, man. Now, based on this conversation, like JT, you're a pretty chill dude, bro. Why in the world do you need CBD? All right, cool. So the top 3 reasons why I mentioned earlier is number 1, people stressed out, have anxiety. They use that. Number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, pain. Number 3, sleep. Okay. Now, for me just a calm, cool lefty. Well, I don't have that type of problem, JT. So why in the world do I need to use CBD? Look, we all entrepreneurs, business owners, or people work 9 to 5 and everything. Sometimes our mind's everywhere, running 100 miles per hour. right? So a lot of times we need clarity, we need focus. So another reason why people use CBD for clarity, for focus, because they be all so stressed out, be in mile running 100 miles per hour. They need to calm down and focus on one particular thing.
Okay.
So they get focused.
Wow. Now, as far as when you start talking about focus, okay, how does that help you with the focus? Because if you think about it, if it's derived from a THC plant, you don't focus too well on that. So, how is it that people are finding that this is really giving them any type of help with focus?
So it's derived from the hemp plant, not the marijuana. So that's a lot of times people get really, get missed. They don't derive from the marijuana, but derive from the hemp plant. So help with the focus. I use it personally. I can tell because when I use it, my mind start opening up a little bit more. Okay. Because at first your mind feel cloudy, like what in the world is going on? But once you take it, you start knowing a couple minutes or hours, so you start seeing, hey, you know what? Usually around this time, I feel a little stressed, but now I feel a little more calm than usual.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah.
Now, when you start talking about the business of CBD, what are some of the things that you're finding in this business world? Because I know one thing that we did as a marketing company trying to help others was trying to run ads. Right. Got a whole bunch of accounts shut down. So what do you find is a successful way to be able to market these CBD products?
Me, I always found successful is educating people first. Because you don't want to make no claims, but mostly you want to educate people. Okay. So when you advertise it, whatever, make sure it's education. Yes, you can sell the product, but mostly they looking for, are you educating people? Okay. Because that's the main part I find very, very successful. A lot of people in the dark. So main thing based on marketing at the business why I make sure it's something educational. So people can, okay, let me just learn about it. So when you go that route, the media and everything, okay, it just mostly education, just explain the benefits of CBD and what it is. So, yeah.
Now, are you getting any pushback from any age groups? Like grandma got a problem with?
So with the older generation, everything come down with education. Okay. I had to educate my dad on CBD because when he said CBD, he think marijuana and everything. I said, look here, let's try a sample, man. Let's try a sample. Because he dealing with pain. All he had to do is try a sample.
Some dudes on the street told me that down there in 5 Points, just try a sample. I was like, I don't want to sample that, bro. I don't know what that is.
We're going to discuss more on that, where you get legit CBD, man. Yeah. So let's try something, especially with the older generation, educate them. Hey, this is the difference between marijuana and CBD. Okay? Main thing with that is education. Once they get the education and, simplify where a 5-year-old can understand, that's when all the stigma go away. Okay. Then try something they familiar with. Hey, they familiar with the cream. I try the cream. Then, ease the way to go through with the topicals, the coffees, and much, much more.
Yeah. Now, is it safe for police officers, fire people, military, and those type of people?
Yes, it is. Okay.
Now, continuing the conversation about the business of it. As we were talking about it, because it's everywhere now. How do you differentiate this is a good product or this is a good form of CBD versus this is some bad stuff, this is some coconut oil? And,
So I'm glad because look here, everybody, you just mentioned the gas station, liquor store start selling CBD. Look here, man.
I don't even trust no liquor store.
Yeah. Look here, be careful with your CBD.
Ain't nothing enough for wellness, trust me.
So when you go to a store and anything, you should always ask for a COA. Okay. What's a COA, JT? A COA represents a certificate of analysis. This shows proof that have been tested by a third-party lab that this is real legit CBD. Wow. If you go to the store or ask the front, the manager or the front desk person, hey, where this, or you have a COA, and it starts stuttering like, what's the COA? It's time to bounce. It's time to bounce. But once they say, it's a, hey, do you have a COA? He said, yes, I absolutely do have a COA. And they actually show every last one of their products they've been tested. So that's very, very especially in the business where I have your COA, certificate of analysis. Wow. That's how you know it's legit. Okay. Because right now, I'll give you some stats. Over 7% right now CBD products are mislabeled. So that's why that 30% got to have that COA. That's how you know it's legit.
When you're saying these products are mislabeled, Explain that a little bit for me and kind of help us understand what you say is mislabeled.
Mislabeled. Okay, first of all, the COA, they don't have a certificate of analysis. Boom, that's a red flag. Not only that, anybody can put a CBD label on their product. They can put a CBD label on this cream product. It's like, hey, put CBD on here. They won't know it's regular Bengay.
Wow.
Now, they think it's just CBD because they know they're going to sell.
Now, is it one of those type of things? It's just it's an industry that has not been regulated yet, or are there laws around your product? Does it have to have so much of concentrated CBD or?
Yes, especially in the Farm Bill, at least what considered hemp is at least 0.3% THC because it's different specialties in the CBD world, but at least got to be 0.3% that is considered hemp.
Okay.
CBD. And also different states. So yes, it's legal in all 50 states, but some states, a couple of states in the United States, ain't messing with the CBD, but that's okay. You got to respect it. And also, and people say, well, what about marijuana? Just say, okay, cool. Over 34 states right now is medical, and Georgia is one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And also, medicinal for recreational, between 11 and 13 states are recreational for marijuana use. So, yeah, it depends on the laws and everything. So you most definitely got to, respect each law, study laws. But overall, that's why people go most of the CBD route because it's legal everywhere.
Okay. So for anybody that's actually watching or anybody that's interested in getting started in CBD, because I see you got the oxygen shirt on. I know all about oxygen, brother. But anybody that wants to get started in this world, what's some of those first steps that you need to take?
Always first, I tell people, educate yourself in the industry, man.
Okay.
Anything you do, any type of business you do, educate yourself, be known. All right. And then first, number two, what is some CBD industry is so broad. Where do you want to start at? You want to be a farmer? You want to, grow CBD? Me, I'm in the network marketing field. You want to be in network marketing? They already got the label, everything done, everything tested. So find where your niche at in the CBD world.
I like that. Okay. Now, if somebody want to get started with you,
yeah.
How do they reach out to you?
Hey man, you can test me. I can give you my phone number right. You can test me at 404-574-9659. Test me directly. Follow me on IG, JTill7, JTILL7. On LinkedIn, Jonathan Tilman. As simple as that.
All right. And what's the average cost? What's that barrier of entry? What does that cost like to get started in your own CBD franchise or your own business?
$200.
$200.
$200.
You can start your own business.
Yep, $200, man.
Wow. And what all am I gonna get for that? Is that like my sample products? Is that my starter kit?
Man, that's a great question. Yeah, it's a great question, man. So
I know what I'm doing, bro.
So with this, you get your own customized, you get your own website with this. Not only that, you already get a bundle package. Now you gotta be a product of your product. So when you join our company, you already get to choose which bundle package you want. But that come with tinctures, it come with the pain cream, come with the gummies, even weight loss products, whatever fit your style, whatever bundle fit your style, you already have a bundle package come with it. So you can sell it, also use it for yourself, sell it for get profit, and introduce other CBD opportunity. Not only that, you already get a back office, your own website, and also you have an app to send out samples and a video for your product.
Wow. Now, do y'all still have the quick spray? What is it?
PDQ? Yeah, hey, that's probably fair. We asked to up the dose because it was so popular. Like, yo, can y'all up the dose a little bit? Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's like one of the best ones because you throw that stuff on, bro. I promise you, within 10 minutes, all your pain gone.
All your pain on that. On the gummies is very, very popular, especially my generation.
You have
especially
samples in the studio?
I got
you should have brought some.
I got the samples of the cream because I know everybody pain and everything.
Yeah.
My first mind, like, I should bring some gummy, but I'm over here eating them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Once again, if anybody wants to reach out to you, anybody wants to get started in your organization or purchase some of your products, give them one way that they can get in contact with you.
One way, call me, text me, 404-574-9659. Let's talk, man. Let's have a conversation. Let's go.
Bold, bro. I gave out my personal cell phone number. on the radio one time. The old drunk lady called me at 3 in the morning. All right, and then my wife, I knew the chick, but
hey, look, I'm a night owl, man. So I stay up. So call me anytime. No profession.
We'll be right back.
That was good.
Nah, man, good job. Oh goodness. My allergies is killing me this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Oh, everybody jumping on. What's going on, Christian? All the way in New York. Yolanda. Michael.
I have two.
So what now?
I have two. I'm trying to go live for the first time. I was like, I have two.
That's all right. Camera over here on you. So when we come back, and then you said Bo P should be calling in a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
I told him to call in shortly. Sharp. Bo P, call in short. 3:40. It's 3:39.
So you got two people watching. He one.
No, it's Glenn. Glenn, tell Bo P call in. Bo P, that's my guy. That's my guy.
All right, so
We talking about the he.
I answer every question with clear understanding.
Nah, man, you did a good job.
Make sure everybody get clear understanding.
You're part of Lisa's group.
Now we actually, I'm in a different organization from her, but we communicate a lot.
Okay. Here we go. And we are back right here on the number one rated business show. I'm your host once again, KC Pride. And I hear some even. Okay, we don't need no more problems today, okay? We don't need no more problems. Joining me to the program, she is a part of the Health, Education, and Humor golf tournament.
Yes.
All right, golf tournament.
Expo.
Miss Cindy Chenier.
Chenier.
Okay.
Beignets.
All
Beignets.
right. I'm sorry. We'll get it right next time.
No.
Also, joining us very, very shortly, Mr. Comedian Bo P will also be joining us. But let's go ahead and get started, Cindy. Tell us a little bit about the backstory, because I think that's a very powerful part of this.
The backstory is I had a stroke 10 years ago.
Wow.
And I was 47 at the time. I, was pretty healthy. No weight gain, no blood pressure issues. And I had the stroke and I didn't know what to do. I was like 47, I had the stroke in the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
And
so you were already in the hospital with something else when you had
I had a migraine.
Okay.
So I was like, my sister said, go to the hospital. She heard my voice slurring.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right.
I get caught up with that. The voice, slurring and couldn't talk at all. So I went to the hospital and he didn't check me for the migraine.
Okay.
He checked for the migraine and he said, you only have a stroke.
Wow.
And he came back and I had the stroke.
Now, was it a complete CVA cervical vascular accident or one of the smaller ones?
It was I couldn't walk, couldn't talk. Nothing.
Wow.
So I was in rehab for 8 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm just now. How long ago was this?
So it's 10 years. Wow. 10 years, and it still chokes me up. I'm sorry.
No, it's quite all right. It's real stuff. But
the most thing I started the nonprofit because I couldn't walk or talk, whatever. But my family's funny, so I was laughter. The laughter was the key to, health.
Wow.
Education of, and I didn't know they didn't know what I had.
Okay.
So 3 years after I had the stroke, Dr. Dave Montgomery, he's on my board, and he dug deeper. And I have a protein C deficiency, and most people don't know to ask.
Wow.
You know, and I was born with it. So I could have died a long time ago if I had children or, you know, other stuff.
Oh my goodness.
And so the, you know, the main thing of the nonprofit is to educate on health, basically, you know, but the protein C deficiency is a protein C deficiency, and it's genetic, and you know, it's rare, but if people don't know, you know,
Oh yeah.
you know,
It's
so,
that's amazing, honestly. And congratulations to you for being back for that, because I actually worked in the medical field for about the first I'd say probably about 15 years of my career. And my father passed away from a master stroke. And then one of my good friends just had a master stroke this year. So I know that is it's not easy, and it's
not
long
easy,
road to
and I
recovery.
still can't move my right hand.
Wow.
You know, I can get my nails done, most important.
Most important, I get the nails done. No.
But you know, I had to learn how to write. Again, use my left hand for everything.
Wow.
You know, typing, writing. You know, and my have aphasia, so sometimes I just like so excited, like you are, or like so excited I can't talk.
I get you.
So, but the expo is going to be great. We had it last year, and we started in 2018 for the Health and Education Human Expo.
Okay.
And we have vendors, health vendors, you know, Blue Cross Blue Shield. We had the CBD guy last year. We have a bunch of vendors on the course as well.
Okay.
TC Carson is going to be on the course. He's going to be the PGA moderator.
Okay. Now, I also hear you got a star comedian. That's also a big part of this event.
Yeah,
happening with
so,
it. He's actually on the line with right now.
We partnered with you, Comics United, and Bo Peep. You know, I love him to death. You know, everybody loves Bo Peep.
Well, joining the program right now, comedian Bo Peep.
Bo Peep.
Is it Peep or P?
P.
Oh, how you doing today, man? I'm Kevin, man. Same to you. We just sitting here talking about the golf tournament that you guys got coming up, and then all the great things. Cindy was going to share her story a little bit. If you don't mind, sir, tell us a little bit why you got affiliated with it, and why this is special to you. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Sandra. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why golf tournament?
You know, I've been before my stroke. I have I was before my stroke. I've had like 10 corporate golf tournaments. So that's what I know and
Okay.
And I went back to that for my health and education human expo. You know.
No, I love your whole theory behind it. It's the the humor is to heal. Can you kind of expand on that a little bit?
Laughter is the best medicine. That's all I can say. You can join in. Mm-hmm. Endorphins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, what are some of the other things around this golf tournament? Like, what are some of the competitors and what are we gonna be getting if we win? And
We have a lot of prizes this year, so I'm excited about that.
Okay.
You know, a hole-in-one for the Bentley. You know.
all right,
Yeah. And
you got a
we
Bentley
have,
out there?
yeah,
Like you don't win the car
yeah.
or the
If you
weekend?
no,
You get the car,
yeah.
the actual car.
If you get the hole-in-one.
Where's my ticket?
I need to
Where's my
start.
ticket?
I need to start.
Yeah. And if you get a hole-in. Yeah. We have $100,000 prize, cash prize.
Wow.
If you get the hole-in-one, we have a putting contest. You know, we have a lot of prizes, you know, going on because
Okay.
it's a fundraiser and we raising money for the nonprofits. And I'm excited to get some bidders on a course. We need golfers to come out
Okay.
and play, you know. And
Y'all giving away a Bentley. I'm coming.
yeah.
I know how to play golf.
I didn't work with my golf
man,
bag.
It's an Alabama.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I can't remember the year, but it's a nice van. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want the Bentley. I want the Bentley. Okay.
Yeah.
I want the Bentley.
Yeah. So I'm excited. We have some things coming up with the 2021 Mercedes
Okay.
convertible.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you can win a lease to that for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, as a
We
promotion.
need to talk because you got some good stuff going on. Talk, man. We need to talk. Like sponsors.
Yes, indeed.
See, they want sponsors them already business. So I'm just saying.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Getting the golfers out there, and getting a group of people to talk about health. We have some speakers. We have like
Okay.
3 speakers about stem cell health and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say when does the comedy start?
So the comedy show is all on the golf course.
Wow. Okay. So
Basically.
all this is happening on the golf course.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You know, Bo Peep's gonna be out there. I think DC Curry is gonna play. Ricky Smiley,
Okay.
has a foursome. You know, Bo Peep.
We're gonna have to get us one. Greg, you play golf? You play golf? JT, you play?
I need to start learning.
I don't know how to play golf,
But
man.
however, we have lessons. We have. So you can come to the tournament that day, and the golfers go out,
Okay.
and we have lessons. We only have a few spots left, but you can get in for $90. You get a PGA professional lessons for 2 hours.
Wow. All I want to know is how do I hit a hole in one? That's all I want to know. That's it.
So you can purchase a ticket for the $100,000 cash prize, but
Okay.
the hole in one, you have to be a golfer.
Wow.
You know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bo P, what you playing, my man?
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
And we some testing.
Okay.
Mobile testing is coming out there, so
Okay.
you can get, similar testing, not genetic testing, but, blood pressure, the glucose of your sugar.
Okay.
He's going to bring the Alzheimer's testing, so you can, check for Alzheimer's and stuff like that. So
Wow.
he's really good.
All right.
Mhm.
Now, when is this going to take place?
August 30th,
Okay.
2021. It's a Monday.
Where?
Flat Creek Country Club
Where is that? I
in
heard
Peachtree
that somewhere.
City.
Okay.
It's in Peachtree City.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
You got to have some money to be down there, though.
Yeah. As sponsors.
So, once again, it'll be August 30th. We're going to be down in Peachtree City. You said the
Flat Creek
Okay.
Country Club, and the tea time is at 10 o'clock, but
Okay.
the registration starts at 8:30.
At 8:30 in the morning.
8:30 in the morning. You get your raffles, get your, the breakfast and all that stuff.
Okay.
And, go in the driving range and stuff like that. And get your testing done before, And
I was going to say, now, do we need to wear masks? Or is it socially distanced? Or
no, it's socially distanced,
vaccine?
but,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No,
Okay.
no.
I'm finna say, taking them off now.
Yeah.
Here I go, anybody got no mask on.
It's not only for the golfers. When the golfers come out and the lessons happen, the general public would come in at $40, and they would get the lunch and the prizes, and they have a chance to win the raffles and stuff like that. So come on out. It's $40 for the general public.
$40 for the general public.
Yeah.
And y'all got me a free VIP ticket?
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to follow you on social media, if somebody wants to know more about the event, or if somebody wants to support you, how can they get in contact with you?
Go to theladyandthecaddy.com and click on He and register for your golf.
One more time.
theladyandthecaddy.com and register for He.
All right, and I'll make sure that gets put down in the description comments. Once again, it's been another episode of the number one rated business show right here on the Real 1100 AM. I am your host, KC Pride. Go follow me on social media at I am KC Pride. Bo P, thank you so much for jumping in with us today. We're gonna have to have you in studio with us one day as well, and we are out. All right.
Good.
That was good.
I got through it.
You are fine.
It comes back, and